Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Kelvin. I'm talking with Jeremy and Asher of FaceRipper. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. Good. So
Oh yeah. Thanks for doing this with me, and appreciate you guys contacting me and wanting to do this podcast interview.
oh yeah.
Um, yeah, if you guys don't mind, can you just kind of talk about the band, kind of like the other members of the band, and kind of when you started and where you guys are from?
Yeah, FaceRipper from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We started about late last year in 21. We have a 5 band lineup, so it's pretty cool. I mean, the band really just started with me and our other guitar player, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
We had met on Instagram, funny enough, but we just kind of started texting and we're like, hey, we both want to do a band. So we got together, jammed a little bit, and he recommended this guy, Asher, to play drums, actually, funny enough. So I kind of hit him up and I was like, hey, you want to play? And he replied back and he's like, I could, but probably do vocals a little bit better.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then we met our drummer through Craigslist, funny enough. But
It's cool.
yeah, killer drummer. We love the dude. But yeah, and then his brother is our bass player. And yeah, that's how the band kind of started.
Yeah, very funny. Coming up on about like pretty much a year that we've been a band, like functioning. And yeah, really funny that I almost started out as the drummer. Unknown facts to pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Were you a vocalist before in another band, Asher?
I do vocals in another local band here, but not really metal at all. It's more like psych rock. We do like jazz, sometimes like punk. That's like the heaviest we get. But I've always just kind of done metal vocals as like messing around and managed to just self-train myself with it. And once I started this, got really heavy into it and then training, doing that. And yeah.
We've been playing and like just trying to do stuff for pretty hard for about a year now. Just trying to get out there, make connections.
Yeah. That's cool. Did you guys I guess Jeremy's, you kind of like started the band or kind of got it going in the beginning. Did you have a band before that?
No, this is my first band.
Okay,
but,
awesome.
Yeah.
How did you guys get started playing like music, like guitar and for you, Jeremy, and drums for you, Asher?
Yeah. I mean, ever since like I was little, it's just something I've always kind of been intrigued by. But it wasn't until like I was in the 6th grade, probably, where I was like, I think I might pick up the guitar. And once I did that, it just I just fell in love with it, really, and just progressed. And eventually I was like, okay, I'm ready to start a band and like pursue music, really. And I think that's how all of us really are,
Yeah.
And for action.
Yeah, I started out as a vocalist when I was like 12. I had a first band when I was 12 and we would play like we did Highland Theater. That was my very first gig ever. Started out as a vocalist for all those years. And then probably over 2 years ago, 3-ish years ago is when I really picked up drums and started doing instruments. I actually started out on bass as my first instrument and then did drums and am learning those still. More of a drummer than a bassist now. I don't really touch the bass as much anymore. But yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Like what we're, with FaceRipper, I kind of hear like an old school death metal sound, like Obituary and Bolt Thrower. What I guess coming from you guys, what were like some influences when starting FaceRipper?
Like starting out, funny enough, it was like me and our other guitar player jamming to like Obituary and Bolt Thrower songs. And yeah, those 2 bands were pretty big for us. Death was another pretty big one. But yeah, the old school death metal was always something we enjoyed and loved, you know. And then influence like just started creeping in with like Gate Creeper. They were like probably the main influence for us.
Oh yeah, we started out playing Gate Creeper covers.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's so cool.
Yeah. And we just
I'm wearing
loved
a
the like
Gatekeeper hoodie.
yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, just like we loved the like modernization of like, you know, old school death metal.
Yeah.
Like it was just awesome, you know.
Yeah, and even with some of our newer stuff that we've been writing that's not on our EP, we're taking a lot of different influences, less just straight into that old school death metal. We're doing some like hardcore influence, some thrash influence, like power trip type of sounds, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're trying to really get a lot of mix into it.
Yeah. We have a pretty diverse music taste, everyone in the band. So we like to experiment, do different things and all that. But yeah, it sounds pretty sick. We love it. So
yeah, I dig it. I'm just a big Gatekeeper like follower. I mean, mainly because they're from Arizona and I'm from Arizona, so I'm like always like down to support them, or you know, just try my best to see them live, like no matter where they. Well, I mean, around here, like usually the Phoenix area and the Albuquerque area is kind of like they put two places I kind of go to check them out.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're heavy. I mean, while we're talking about it, what did you guys think of that show the other night in Albuquerque, the Hatebreed, Obituary, Gatekeeper, Body Snatcher, Dying Wish show?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
because
that's one of the craziest shows lately I've been to.
Yeah, you know, we're pretty good homies with Gate Creeper and stuff, so we got to like hang out with them and all that. But their show was absolutely amazing. Body Snatcher was another band I really enjoyed. You know, they're pretty good. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Obituary and Hatebreed are like live. They're amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Can't get enough of seeing Obituary live. I think that was the second time I've seen them.
Yeah, I was crowd surfing during that one for sure.
Damn. Yeah, I'd say my favorite was probably Hatebreed. I don't know, just I've only seen Hatebreed once before, but I don't know. I think the way Jamie Josta is as a frontman, the way he like, you know, interacts with the crowd and just like running around stage and like, you know, getting the crowd to like join the chorus of the songs. I thought that was pretty cool. And then yeah, for sure, Body Snatcher. I'd never seen him before, but I really like the singer, dude. He had a lot of energy. Like I feel like he was just like fucking around having fun on stage. But yeah, it was cool. It was like a good time, and definitely Gate Creeper and Obituary. I never seen or heard of Dying Wish that much, so it was cool to check out a new band.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Body Snatcher is a band that was kind of on my radar a little bit. I kind of found out about them when they did that Dying Fetus tour with Frozen Soul and stuff. But yeah, it was awesome getting to see them. They put on a good show.
I also thought it was really funny. Body Snatcher, they said the last time they played in Albuquerque was at Eclipse. And that's like such a smaller venue, and it's off like Louisiana and Central, like away from all the big venues. And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
That's where we played our first show too.
Damn. Yeah,
cool.
I've never been there. I've seen flyers and I've seen like shows being promoted there, but I've never been there. I've only been to that, like those venues downtown on Central.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just started going to like Albuquerque shows and actually last year, 2021. I moved here I'm in northern Arizona, so I moved here from Phoenix. So like pretty much all the shows I was going to was like in Phoenix, and then Albuquerque is like a much closer drive. It's like 2.5 hours if I like go over the speed limit, but if I like stay the speed limit, it's like 3 hours. But yeah, it was definitely a kick-ass show. I did the Hatebreed meet and greet.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was cool just to like shake hands with the band and get pictures and just kind of like interact with them a little. And the best part though was like with that the VIP thing, the pass, like I cut the line, like the line kind of like went around the block. I just walked right in and they let me through, and I was able to find a good spot like right up on the guardrail.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah,
I was
definitely.
pretty close to there.
Yeah, definitely one of the best shows I've been to this year. I think the only other show that I think was better was the Cavalera show in Albuquerque. I don't know if you guys checked that one.
Oh, I was at that one. Yeah,
That was intense. Like, oh my God. Like, yeah, that was probably the most fun and slash like scariest like live show I've been to this year.
that one was really fun. I saw Soulfly back like a while ago here as well. Same venue, Launchpad. They always put on a good show. Max Cavalera, that dude's crazy. Can't get enough of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm like probably of all the people I've like tried to talk to doing this like podcasting, I think Max was always like number one. I really wanted to talk with them, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's definitely everything he does, everything he puts out, I'm always going to check out. And I got lucky and I got to talk to him for like 20 minutes and I did an interview with him.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was cool. Took a lot of I guess perseverance, just constantly like sending requests and emails and messages on social media, but finally got it.
And he lives in Arizona too, right?
Yeah, he lives in the Phoenix area, so they always do like special kind of shows around there. Like I don't know if you guys checked out Go Ahead and Die, his other band.
I haven't heard.
Yeah, it's like him and his son have a like a like a death metal band.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I have heard of that one.
Yeah. The only time they played was in Phoenix, and I got lucky and I got to check it out. I had to drive there from here though, but yeah, they do stuff like that. They do like special occasion type of shows in Phoenix.
We had the Hatebreed show was a cool one too, because it was almost like a special occasion show as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they brought Obituary. I mean, I keep track of like tours and stuff, and I saw that they were gonna Obituary is touring with Amon Amarth now, and it looked like they did this right before starting that tour.
Yeah, they played the first night of that tour that day after, so yesterday.
Yeah,
but their bus broke down.
Oh no! Oh shit!
Leaving Albuquerque, their bus broke down. So I don't know what happened with that. If they made it or weren't on the bill or what happened, but
man. I don't know. I always like I keep track of like the bands like just online, and then I always hear kind of like I think Creeping Death got their trailer stolen in Albuquerque.
Yeah, I remember I was at that show and I was like talking to him, hanging out or whatever. And after we left, and then next morning, like, hey, trailer stolen. We're like, oh my God.
Fuck. And then I saw Trivium a couple nights ago, and the singer Matt Heafy on his social media, he showed a video. I guess like people were shooting BB guns at their tour bus in Albuquerque.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was
yeah, it's crazy.
There's been some unfortunate events. One has been at a show that we've played. We played with the band Singosugabog, which I'm sure you're aware of. But yeah, during load-in, we're all loading in, and then these two bikers just saw each other and started shooting right out of the side of the venue.
Yeah.
Like, you were in there.
I was outside. I was like across the street. So like from the venue doors straight across the street, and then it was like biker gangs, and they just had a shootout right in front of the venue while we were loading in, and we had to like drop on the floor. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Still played the show. It was a really good show.
Yeah. Probably the craziest show we played.
Yeah, that one was fun.
I mentioned the venues I'm familiar with are just on Central, but what are some of you guys like favorite venues that you guys played in or been to shows at?
I mean, probably Launchpad is one of them. We've played the El Rey Theater, so that was probably holds my favorite show we've played.
Definitely El Rey was my favorite as well.
Yeah, we've really only played Launchpad, Eclipse, El Rey.
Oh, another one of my favorites.
Moonlight Lounge is another fun one.
Yeah, we went up to Santa Fe
Oh,
in, when was that? September? I think it was
Or
September. We went
July.
up to Santa Fe. Oh, that was July.
Yeah, it was
Oh, I got
July.
the times all mixed up. But we went up to Santa Fe at this place called Tumbleroot, this brewery, and that was really fun. It's a really cool place, really nice stage, and just like has that Santa Fe architecture. And just playing a show at a place like that was really cool, and the sound was really good, and the other bands were really sick, and it was a really good show.
It's a definitely a cool venue. The whole inside is like done up like, what would you call it, like woodsy themed, I guess.
Yeah.
Like there's like trees that it's built around and stuff. So it's definitely a cool venue. But yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been out there yet for a show. I've been just driving through, but not for like a show. But definitely check one out.
They do these things. It's called Metal Monday, and they just get like local bands from around the area, whether it's from Albuquerque or Santa Fe or other areas in Mexico, and they just have shows, and they're really good shows. Usually, they put on really, really good bands, and it's definitely worth going and checking out.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Which show did you guys play at El Rey, or who else was playing?
It was the NYDM Fest
Okay.
that they put on there. The guy who started Mortician, Will, he's like the one who started that whole thing. And then it's like a club that they like do all these shows around the country, and they put us on for, the one here in Albuquerque. And yeah, it was a really fun experience. Good amount of people there. Oh yeah. But yeah,
That's awesome.
It's definitely a fun show.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I remember like kind of seeing the flyer, but I think I had like stuff going on that weekend. I couldn't check it out.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about the EP you guys put out, Bleeding Uncontrollably.
Yeah.
It came out, I want to say in July, right? Or can you talk about like how
early August?
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you guys recorded it, and kind of like what's been the response you guys gotten so far?
Yeah, the response has been great for it. A lot of people enjoy it, and that's just kind of what our whole goal is to like make music that's enjoyable for people to listen to. Not just be the craziest shit ever. We like it, but I feel like we're just more on the accessible side of like playing death metal. But yeah, writing it and stuff was just like some of the songs that we've been writing since like day one. But yeah, it just kind of fell into place, really. Like,
Yeah.
get everything ready. We recorded it at a place called Riff Palace with this guy named Joe Madrid. But he does an amazing job. He's a awesome dude to work with. But yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I've heard it like on Spotify. Did you guys ever put it out like on like a CD or tape or anything like that?
We are currently getting tapes made right now, but
Hell yeah.
yeah, we don't really have we don't have any physical releases for it yet. But
Not yet.
yeah, soon, yeah. But yeah, we just really been trying to promote that and get it out there, and then we're now working on a full length, to hopefully come out soon. But
yeah, and with that EP, with like at least my vision for it, like lyrically, and like even with the title of the EP, kind of with that old school death metal vibe, a lot of those old school death metal things, it's just names like what it's like a Cannibal Corpse song, just like I will kill you or something like that.
Yeah,
that was kind of just like the thought of it. Bleeding Uncontrollably, it's just sounds like a death metal album. And I was like, first EP, we're going good on it. I'm gonna have that like kind of not gimmick, but the style of it, and we stayed true to that. So
yeah,
I tried to part about it.
Yeah, try to really keep that old school death metal sound, but maybe make it a little bit more modern and stuff.
Yeah,
and catchiness, I feel like, is a big play in like what we do. Catchy, the songs being catchy and like having a groove to it. You know, a lot of that old school death metal is like that. Really, like Deicide, Once Upon a Cross. That's probably like the grooviest record to really come out for old school death metal, I feel.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
I
All those.
yeah, I was listening to it all day today. Actually, I went running this morning. I did like a half marathon, and I had it on the playlist, and I had it with like I forgot what the order, but it was like a Monomara, 200 stab wounds, FaceRipper, and like Gate Creeper, and it all just kind of blended. Because the reason I chose it like that is because it's mid tempo, and like the way I run, I try to keep a certain pace, and so that type of tempo is what I like to run to, just because it keeps my steps like paced. Because like I don't want to go run to like Napalm Death or something super fast. I'm gonna burn myself out too, like if I go too hard. So I try to find like mid tempo, and then like towards the end, like I kind of like pick like slow songs to run to. But yeah, I was definitely like jamming out to FaceRipper like today, and yeah, it blends in with like those type of like bands like 200 Stab Wounds and Gate Creeper.
Oh yeah, and I think the new like modern death metal is like something that we really take influence from, because they like almost brought back all that, like, a song really is what they're creating. It's not just like crazy trigger drums and like blast beats the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like got groove and like riffs. That's how I really explain it. Like
It's got riffs.
yeah, I'm a riff guy, so
Yeah, I definitely hear those influences, and yeah, it just fits right in. Yeah, I do like all the new bands that are, well, I guess probably the past like 5 or 6 years, probably, yeah, maybe like the last like 6 or 7 years, like all these bands that are coming out, like Gate Creeper, and yeah, I'm big at Frozen Soul is a big one too. I really like them.
yeah, they're definitely influence on us for sure. But yeah.
But yeah, no, I just dig it. And I know we talked about some of the favorite shows you guys played, but actually, what have been the shows that you guys played so far? And you guys said you just kind of started last year.
Oh man, we've played a lot.
Yeah, for a year of just starting, I'm surprised. Yeah, we played a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Our first show was at Eclipse. I don't even remember who that was with.
I do. It was with a band from Tucson called Like a Villain, a hardcore band.
Okay.
But the one that really stuck out was they just signed to Maggot Stomp Records. They're called Sentenced to Die. I don't know if you.
Okay. Oh no, I haven't heard them. Yeah, I'll check them out.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, they're really sick. We played with them, and then another local band that we're really good friends with called Lacerator. But yeah, that whole show was pretty sick.
Yeah, our friends in Lacerator, they're really the reason that we started up playing shows.
Mm-hmm.
They're the guys that got us on that first show, and they got us on a few really good shows after that. They're not a band anymore, right?
Yeah,
unfortunately. They still have singles out. They got music out. Definitely check them out. They're really good thrash. But yeah, they're the dudes who really put us out there in like the local scene and stuff.
Yeah. Have you guys played any shows outside of you mentioned Santa Fe, but any other shows outside of Albuquerque?
Yeah, we played Gallup at the Juggernaut.
Oh hell yeah. Oh man, I missed it. Fuck. Shit. I didn't know about that. When did you guys play there?
Late July, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or June, sorry, I think it's
okay.
Yeah. That show was really fun. It was really fun. We had like one of those like first ever like kind of touring kind of feeling kind of experiences, because after that we like went and crashed in the hotel because it was already so late. And that was a really fun show. That was with that was a show with Lacerator as well.
Yeah.
Also Death Mantra.
And oh hell yeah.
That was a really sick show. That was really fun.
Yeah. That was a fun one. People definitely were into it.
Oh yeah.
They were going hard. But yeah.
Yeah, that's shoot. It sucks I missed it. I don't know. Sometimes I just like work. I work like Monday through Friday, and yeah, just I don't know, just I miss things. But if it's on a weekend or if I have a day off the next day, I definitely try to go to a show either around here or Albuquerque or Phoenix. But yeah, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, we're trying to get back out there soon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Gallup's pretty I don't know, like a hidden gem. It just like there's a lot of like just metalheads around here. Like definitely I think the fans definitely support the local band. Like if you can like definitely get on with the local band. Yeah, you for sure you'll get like at least like, like 60, 70 people on like on a school night or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. And have you guys played any Arizona shows?
No, we haven't, but that's actually what we're kind of trying to plan out. It's like get down there to Arizona and Phoenix and Tucson probably.
Yeah, they got really good scenes out there. I'm more familiar with the Phoenix, but I know like Tucson, that's part where some of the Gatecreeper dudes live, and I know it's kind of more of a like a hardcore punk scene. But yeah, Phoenix definitely has a lot of local like metal bands, local death metal.
We'll be out there. We'll be out there in the summer, if not earlier, for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Tucson's a cool place to go play as well. It's not too different from Albuquerque, like scene wise. So I think it'd be definitely cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's I think you can get there pretty quick, like going through Las Cruces, right? Then to Tucson.
Yeah, it's the same distance from Phoenix, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So not too far, but yeah, we're definitely trying to get out there, play some stuff, and
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I came up with just a couple like kind of like off the topic questions, but I was curious. Someone asked me like, what are some good places to eat around Albuquerque? And I paused. I'm like, oh, well, I was thinking about it. I'm like, dude, all I go to is like Chipotle because I have a Chipotle app on my phone, and then I just order it and pick it up. But what are some good like restaurants around Albuquerque?
Jeez, probably like the most known restaurant that like everyone's like, oh, if you go to Albuquerque, eat here is the Frontier.
Oh, yeah.
That's on Central. That place is really good.
Yeah,
definitely one of the best spots in Albuquerque.
Yeah, Frontier. If you're like really looking for new Mexican food, I would probably say Sadie's is my favorite.
Oh
yeah, awesome. Sadie's. Yeah, if you're like just going to a show kind of down there in the downtown area, there's some pretty good local spots and all that. None that comes to the top of my head.
I'm trying to think of like what other like little places there are around Central. There's a lot of really nice spots. Like have you ever eaten at Lindy's?
Mm-mm.
It's on like the corner of Central and like somewhere between like Central and like 1st to 7th. It's up there somewhere, but it's just like a little shop in the corner. It has really good food. I've been there a few times. That's a good spot too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good restaurants. I think it's just kind of asking around,
Yeah, when I go there mainly for like check out a concert, but usually when I'm driving down I-40 and I want to get in line for the show, so I just like order on my phone on the Chipotle app, and then I just drive over there on Central, pick it up, and then I go downtown.
What is it? If you're in Albuquerque during the mornings, I would suggest Duran's Pharmacy is a good one.
Oh yeah,
awesome. Really good, like breakfast and all that. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's the other. I mean, I'm gonna probably be working like these next few weeks, but I know the next show I really want to go to is Wake. The Wake show on, I think it's December 5th on a Sunday at Sister Bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wake is fucking amazing. I've always wanted to see them live.
Yeah. That's a venue we haven't played yet, is a Sister Bar.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah. I mean, I think Sisters probably like one of my favorites to go. Just I don't know the way it's there's plenty of space, and I mean it's a smaller venue, but
Yeah.
I like the stage, and um yeah, there's plenty of room in front of the stage too, and because I know with like Launchpad it can get pretty crowded really quick. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still got
Yeah.
a few years before we can even get into Sister.
Yeah. We're trying to Gate Creeper the last time.
Yeah. Last time Gatekeeper was here, they wanted us on the bill, but the bookers wouldn't let them.
oh man,
So
is that kind of like the promoter or the booker that kind of has his own like bands in mind or something?
yeah, and also I think it's because like we're underage.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're like, we don't want kids playing at the bar. So
Yeah. I mean, the alcohol rules are kind of weird here in New Mexico, anyways. Because I know in Arizona, I went out there for the Decibel tour, and like they just put a Sharpie mark on my hand. They're like, "You're good."
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I hope you guys play Sister. I mean, that's a really cool venue. I like the pinball machines too.
Oh,
yeah.
I dig the pinball machines.
oh yeah.
Um,
I have seen the pinball machines. So we've played
Um,
next door to the Sister Bar at the Jam Spot,
Oh yeah.
okay.
but I think only once we played there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another question, just kind of what are some cool like local bands people should check out? I know you mentioned a couple, Lacerator and Death Mantra, but who are some other like local bands you think people should check out?
Definitely one of the more known ones is Street Tunes.
Yeah.
We haven't played a show with them yet. We're working on playing a show with them. They're really good. What other bands?
Street Tunes. Kind of looking around at our flyers, trying to think.
Anyone ever ask me what local bands do you like? And I listen to so many local bands, and then I just forget every time.
Yeah.
Street Tunes is like the first one that comes to mind. They're legends around here.
Yeah, they share members with a band called Superstition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Superstition. They're a really sick band. Their bassist is actually in the black metal band Wolves in the Throne Room.
Damn,
So-
really? Oh shit.
Yeah,
He was just up in Europe.
playing with Incantation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doing a tour over there, and then he came back, and now we're setting up a show with them. Yeah.
Those are probably our top ones, really.
Yeah. I went to a show in Farmington like a couple of weeks ago, and there was one band from Las Cruces, Death Benefits. Like they're probably the heaviest band that played that night. Like
Oh, really?
yeah, they're on like the same kind of like the similar to like Body Snatcher and like Acacia Strain, like just really down tuned, and like it's more emphasis on like the down tune like riffs and the bass, and like you could feel the riffs like vibrating. I guess they're so like down tuned, but yeah, they were sick. Yeah, Death Benefits.
Dang.
Dang it.
Check them out. That sounds sick.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm trying to think. When I go, there's usually like a local opener. Suspended. I think they played that Cavalera show a few months ago. Yeah, they're really cool.
They were also on the NYDM Fest we played. They played the second night.
Oh,
They're pretty
nice.
sick. That was my first time seeing them live, and it was a good show.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Yeah, I dig that. They're just I like all their art. I'm really into like the whole like imagery, and yeah, just their artwork is, they have so many like New Mexico like stuff, like just like their imagery is just like, yeah, they really like represent New Mexico like with everything they do.
Yeah. Right.
Then another one was okay, I kind of went through most of them, but oh yeah, I'm a big fan of like just album lists like at the end of the year. I'm curious, like, what were some of your favorite albums of this past year?
A lot came out in this past year. I mean, because we're fans of like other music and stuff, I would say by a band called Soft Kill. Canary Yellow.
Yeah, that just came out on Halloween.
Yeah.
They're like shoegaze synth, really good stuff.
Yeah.
They just played a show here not too long ago. It was a really good show.
Yeah, that comes to mind.
Yeah, I'll tell you some of mine if you guys want to think about it. I've been like, I made like an ongoing list. I've been adding to it. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I might change the order of these, but I think like top 5 was probably the Black Braid. I don't know if you've heard Black Braid. They're like a one-man black metal, like a indigenous black metal from New York.
Right.
I think that was probably like been what I've been listening to for so long. So that might be number 1. But there's one band, Hangman's Chair. They're kind of like a doom, kind of like a dark, like rock, like doom band. I think they're from Germany. But yeah, that Hangman Chair was really good. And then, I really like the I Am Eternal Steel. I don't know if you've checked out I Am. Like,
I've heard of that.
Yeah. Holy shit. I don't know. I think because they come from like the power trip scene. You can just hear like the power trip like influence like through pretty much everything they do. And then the Wake, I mentioned Wake before, but the album Thought Form Descent, I thought that one was really, really fucking good. Yeah. And then there's this kind of like a weird one that came out that, well, I mean, I guess it's not too weird. It's a metal album, Luminous Vault, Animate the Emptiness. Yeah, it's like a black metal synth album. It sounds kind of weird, but it actually works. I really like that. I really like that one, but I don't know. I might change the order of it, or add more. I have an ongoing list. I know there's albums that haven't come out yet. I still want to check out before I, say like, oh, this is my absolute favorite.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think I've narrowed it down to a few. Probably the new Phobophilic.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that one's good.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, they remind me of like Blood Incantation, just like super like tech, not too tech, but like just kind of like spacey, like I think their vibe is like outer space, but that's cool. I like that one.
Yeah, I definitely like bands that have that sound to it. Yeah. The new Fugitive EP, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're really sick. One that you just brought up, Witched Inferno.
Oh yeah, Wretched Inferno. They're
I haven't heard that.
I can never say the name of the state right. Say
Massachusetts.
I cannot say that state name properly, but they're from there. They're our age as well. They're really young, death metal. Sang with Sugabog helped them up, and they're on Frozen Scream Records. They're really sick. They just came out with an album like a couple weeks ago. Another metal album that just recently came out is Lorna Shore's new album.
Oh yeah.
That I get down to a lot of Lorna Shore stuff, but all the other albums that I can think of that have come out lately that I really like aren't even metal, like the Soft Kill album. I'm a really big fan of this band, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're like psychedelic, really trippy stuff. They came out with 3 albums in October, and they're really jammy, kind of like Grateful Dead. If Grateful Dead was like on steroids, that's what Alaska said once. That's what my brother said. They're really sick. They come out with a lot of albums, and that's all the good stuff I can think of right now.
An album that actually just came out the other night. It's by a band called Iron Front from San Francisco.
I haven't heard that at all. No.
Yeah, they're definitely a cool like band from there. They're about our age too, but yeah, I would say they're really sick. They've come out with an EP called Flayed Alive not too long ago, and I've been a fan.
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, I've kind of been a fan of them since like their demo came out on like a cassette. So
yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Iron Front, and Wretched Inferno. I think I've seen their name and I've seen like the logo and I thought, oh, that's cool. But I honestly haven't really dived into their music yet.
Yeah, their stuff's crazy. It's really crazy.
Yeah, damn, that's cool. Yeah, so I live out here. There's not a lot to do, so really my hobby is just like listening to music all day, or if I go run, or if I'm just driving. I think driving is where I listen to it the most, just because I'm kind of just focused on driving and just listen to music.
Oh, I got one that also comes to mind. Tribal Gaze.
Oh yeah,
Newest record.
hell yeah. I know they played in Albuquerque. Did you guys check that out?
Yeah, that show was crazy.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
Yeah, I know they're a Texas band, so I dig all the bands that come out from like that Texas area, the Dallas area.
Yeah, that's right.
Full of Hell also just released a new record.
Yeah.
Okay, damn. Yeah, I haven't checked that out either.
Really good.
There's just too much to keep track of. I mean,
yeah.
I tried to like keep up with like the CDs and stuff, but it's just too much. I've just been streaming mostly. But if there's a band I really like, I really want to support, I'll go out of my way to like grab the record or something, or the CD. But yeah, I hope you guys put out a CD version of Bleeding Uncontrollably. I grew up in like the 90s and early 2000s, so CDs was really big back then. So I'm always like trying to, if I can't find, or if I choose one like physical format, it would be like a CD.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a ton of them. I like to collect CDs. I like vinyl too. So
I'm more of a vinyl collector myself.
Yeah, I think I lean more vinyl now.
I like the vinyl if the artwork is like just amazing. If it's like just something like, I think I have one right here. Actually, I don't have one. I want to show. Well, I mean, just before, like 2 days ago, I spoke to the guitarist of Goat Whore. So I was I had these ready to show, but this Goat Whore, this came out I think in 2014, but I don't know, stuff like crazy artwork like this is what I'd like to collect.
Yeah. Sammy, right?
Yeah, Sammy Duet.
Yeah, from Acid Bath 2.
Yeah, I spoke to him for about 20 minutes. I set up a Zoom, but like I was like trying to drive home, and so I actually only got like 20 minutes with him because I was like trying to rush home, but it was cool. Just I get like emails from their, like they have like a PR, like a PR person that like just like sends emails out to like, I guess journalists, or I guess people that do podcasts, and I like responded really fast. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then they gave me a 30-minute slot, but since I signed in late, I only had 20 minutes, but it was still cool just because I'm a big fan of Goat Whore.
Oh yeah. He's definitely a legend at this point.
Yeah, he's got his own style. He's kind of like I don't know, he's just one of those guitar players that have their own style. Like I mean, the only person I could think of off the top of my head is the guitarist of High on Fire, like Matt Pike. Like he just has his own, like he just like created his own like signature guitar sound. Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys.
Oh yeah. I met Matt Pike when Sleep played here on 420 at the El Rey.
Oh man,
and he was just chilling in the back, and I saw him, and I was like, oh hey, he was really nice.
That's cool. Yeah, I always wanted to talk to him or meet. Oh, I met him once, just like walking the streets. I was in Detroit, Michigan, like just for randomly, and then there was a tour going on. I tried to get tickets, but it sold out. It was like Death Clock and like Mastodon and High on Fire, but the tickets sold out. But then he was just like hanging out like outside the venue, and I just got to say what's up with him and took a picture with him.
That's
it'd be cool to like talk to him in a long form interview kind of setting.
Oh yeah, he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you've met him, so.
He is really cool. He's super chill.
Yeah. But that's I think those are all my questions. But really appreciate you guys talking with me. This is fun.
Of course.
Yeah, this is awesome.
But let me go ahead and hit the stop.